Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss on HEMT, that means high electron mobility transistor. In the previous video, we have discussed on requirement or need of high-speed devices. As we know that transistor, FET and MOSFETs are used as a switching devices. Their switching speed or operating speed depends on various parameters that we have discussed, like transit time of the device of the charge carriers, then transit frequency, uh, carrier velocity, mobility of the electrons or holes, that means mobility of charge carriers, different on resistances, junction capacitances, parasitic capacitances, then transconductance, output current, etc. etc. As you can see in this table, various parameters, their values should be high. Here you can see high values, all these parameters should have very high value. Electron mobility, velocity of charge carriers, transit frequency, transconductance and output current. Similarly, we have also seen that all other parameters which should have low value, for example the transit time denoted as capital T, small t, then channel length, different capacitances, on resistances, etc. What are the definitions of all these parameters and how they decides the speed of the device, operating speed of the device, that we have discussed in the previous lecture, previous video. So please refer that previous video. Also we have discussed that HBT, that means heterojunction bipolar transistor. We know that depending on the whether the junction is made up of by using similar semiconductor materials or by using dissimilar semiconductor materials, there are two types of devices: homojunction and heterojunction transistors, or heterojunction and homojunction devices. Okay, the transistors or devices in which the junction is formed by using the two similar semiconductor materials, the two semiconductor materials which are having same material, those are called as homojunction transistor or homojunction devices. Whereas on the other hand, if the junction is formed by using two dissimilar semiconductor materials, the junction is formed by using two different semiconductor materials, suppose one is gallium arsenide and another is silicon, or one is germanium and another is silicon, two dissimilar semiconductors are used, that type of device is called as heterojunction device. Okay, so heterojunction devices are nothing but high speed devices. Those are designed like that, and we have seen the two very famous examples like HBT and HEMT. HBT, we have discussed that HBT stands for heterojunction bipolar transistor, which is a 3-terminal 4-layer heterojunction high speed device which can be used as a switching device at very high frequency in the range of gigahertz. Okay, so in this video we will discuss on HEMT, that stands for high electron mobility transistor. Okay, so let us move further. HEMT stands for high electron mobility transistor. Okay, so basically what is HEMT? HEMT is a 3-terminal. How can you define it? It is a 3-terminal like other transistor, but in HBT the names of 3 terminals are emitter, base and collector like BJT, but here in HEMT the names of the terminals are gate, drain and source like FET or MOSFET. Okay, so how will you define HEMT? HEMT is a 3-terminal 3-layer high electron mobility heterojunction high speed semiconductor device used as a switch and as an amplifier at very high frequency. Okay, once again I'll repeat, HEMT, which stands for high electron mobility transistor, is a 3-terminal 3-layer high electron mobility heterojunction high speed semiconductor device used as a switch and as an amplifier at high frequency. Okay, so as you can see, this is also known as heterostructure FET also, that means HEFT, heterostructure FET, or it can be also named as modulation doped FET, MODFET. So HEMT, HEFT and MODFET, these are one and the same. That is nothing but high electron mobility transistor. Okay, so it is a field effect transistor which consists of a junction between two materials with different band gaps, that is heterojunction, having the two dissimilar metals junction of two dissimilar metals is called as heterojunction, and which also has the two different band gaps. Okay, now the materials like gallium arsenide with aluminum gallium arsenide is the commonly used material or combination for HEMT, and depending on the application of the device. So HEMT is a high speed high electron mobility heterojunction transistor used for very high frequency applications like micro applications, where performance and it is very essential, and it is expected that the noise level should be low. Okay, now how is the construction of HEMT? As you can see in this diagram, HEMT is basically a form of FET. As in FET also there are three terminals, source, gate and drain. Here also there are three terminals, source, gate and drain. It can be seen here. So it is a form of FET, but it is a heterojunction device, whereas FET is a homojunction device. So this device consists of a junction that uses different materials as an on emitter side, on either side of the junctions, and as it can be seen that the commonly used materials are gallium arsenide or aluminum gallium arsenide, because there is a reason, because it provides a very high level of basic electron mobility. That is very important, because this electron, depending on this electron mobility, the velocity of the charge carrier depends on the two things, that the V is the velocity of charge carriers, which depends on electron mobility, that means denoted as it is denoted as mu E, that is electron mobility multiplied by the applied electric field. Okay, so electron mobility offered by gallium arsenide and aluminum gallium arsenide is very high. That's why these materials are preferred for the fabrication of HEMT. So as you can see here in the construction, there is a semi-insulating gallium arsenide material at the base. Semi-insulating gallium arsenide buffer is there, and on above this semi-insulating GAS buffer, there is undoped gallium arsenide layer is there. The intrinsic layer of gallium arsenide is set down on the semi-insulating gallium arsenide layer. A very thin layer of intrinsic aluminum gallium arsenide is set down on the top of this layer, as you can see here. Then this layer is used to ensure the separation of the heterojunction interface from the doped aluminum gallium arsenide region. The dope layer of aluminum gallium arsenide, about 500 angstroms, is thickness of this layer, and that is set down at the top of undoped gallium arsenide layer with the help of special techniques to control the exact thickness of this layer so as to ensure the high electron mobility. Okay, the gate, drain, source are generally metallic contacts. The size of gate and channel is very small. To maintain the high frequency performance, the size of gate should be typically 0.25 microns, or it should be less than that. As it can be seen here, the electrons from N type region move through the crystal lattice, and many remains close to heterojunctions. These electrons in a layer forms two-dimensional electron gas. Within this region, the electrons are able to move freely because there are no other donor electrons on either sides or on or any other atoms with which electrons will collide, and the mobility of the carriers in the gas is very high. Okay, so the bias voltage applied to the gate is used to modulate the number of electrons in the channel formed from the 2D electron gas, and therefore this controls the conductivity of the device. Okay, so the structure of HEMT consists of semi-insulating GAS, as it can be seen here, then it consists of undoped gallium arsenide. Then on the top there is a doped N plus aluminum gallium arsenide, and on the both sides the drain and source are made up of N plus, that means doped gallium arsenide, okay. Then how it works, I'll repeat this. The electrons present in the N-type regions move through the crystal lattice, and many charge carriers or electrons, they remains closed to the heterojunction. The heterojunctions you can see here, it is made up of gallium arsenide and aluminum gallium arsenide. The junction is formed by two dissimilar semiconductors, therefore it is called as heterojunctions. So these electrons in a layer forms a two-dimensional electron gas. So here it is shown by the dotted lines, two-dimensional 2D electron gas. So within this region the electrons are able to move freely. They are free to move because there are no other donor electrons or any other particles or charge carriers with which the electrons will collide, so that there will not be any collision or there will not be any obstacle to the movement of these electrons which are formed in the 2D layer or two-dimensional layer. So the bias voltage applied to the gate is used to modulate. So biasing is nothing but application of external voltage which can be applied to the gate terminal of the device, and this bias voltage applied to the gate which is used to modulate the number of electrons in the channel formed from the two-dimensional electron gas, and therefore which ultimately controls the conductivity of the device. So ultimately the applied voltage, external voltage to the gate, will modulate the number of electrons, and which will ultimately control the conductivity of the device. The width of the channel can be changed by the gate bias voltage. So depending on the gate voltage, the width of channel can be varied, and we can change the conductivity also, okay. So this is the nothing but the construction and working of HEMT, which can be asked in the exam for the 7 or 8 marks. What is the question may be like this: what is an HEMT? So HEMT is nothing but a 3-terminal 3-layer high electron mobility heterojunction high speed semiconductor device, which is used as a switch and amplifier at very high frequency. And starting from its definition, its construction, working, its applications, and it can be asked in the exams, okay. So let us see what are the applications of HEMT. Here you can see, as we know that because of low noise performance, HEMTs are widely used in small signal amplifiers. Whatever may be the amplifier, it is expected that there should be a low noise, and therefore it is preferred in small signal amplifiers, power amplifiers, oscillators, mixers operating at very high frequency, okay, because this is a high speed device that can be used at very high frequency up to 60 gigahertz. HEMTs are used in a wide range of RF design applications, including cellular telecommunication, direct broadcast receivers, radio astronomy, etc., etc. Also, nowadays HEMTs are usually used in integrated circuits such as micro ICs, which are widely used for RF design applications. HEMTs are also used in imaging, radar, and radio astronomy, where high gain and low noise at high frequencies are required, okay. So up to this video, that's all from my side. In the next video we will discuss the next topic. Till then, goodbye, thank you.